Take a walk around of this 77 bus with a Type 4 engine. This is not a restoration project. It's going to be get it running and enjoy it, because old cars, they can become a liability, I think, especially something like this. It's just a 77. It's really not that old, but I'm prepared. I've had old cars before, and I'm already prepared for gas station talk. People will look at something that drops them crazy. You know, they can walk by and go, man, why don't you just polish those bumpers, or just buff that out, put some clear coat on it, or you should get that painted. Well, you know what? I've had cars that I do that to, and then 5 years later, you gotta polish it all again. It's just a lost cause. I mean, look, this one was in perfect shape at one time. All this rust, I'm not worried about. It's solid. I'll definitely get the flake paint back. The spare tire I used to get it off my trailer. Here's another flaky spot. And like I said, pretty solid. Panels are straight. Rain rail's good. This door works. Dog already likes it. This is the worst floorboard. You can see some pinholes. I don't know why it's always the passenger side. If you look on a small Cessna or Piper, the passenger door gets ripped off because people jump in a car into the plane and they use the door to support themselves. It's always the passenger side that gets torn up, you know. I wish this was on the driver's side because I could step over it, but I know someone's gonna jump in here and just willy-nilly honk down on it and then slam this door too. But this door opens. The sliding door latch works, but you can see back here this hinge is not moving, and I've got some pry marks on it already. I put an adjustable wrench on here and tried to help it and got it a little way, and then it popped off the track. So this has got to be removed and inspected. No big deal right now, except for the interior is kind of in disarray because there's no room to get around. To get the old gas out, I have a pump like this, inline pump, stuck it down the tank, didn't pick up anything. So I knew there wasn't a whole lot of fuel in there, so I opened the fuel filter line and got about 3 gallons of disgusting gas in there. I was going through the paperwork. I said this in an earlier video. The paperwork said that this thing had not been registered since 2008 or 9, so that's 8 or 9 year old gas. The back hatch is also stuck. I'll show you a picture of that from the inside. But there's little pinholes here that water's been running down and sticking the latch. Let me show you the top rail here again. All solid. The paint makes it look bad, but it's really not that bad. The Type 4 engine, fuel injected. Everything's crusty. This battery tray, I'm trying to get less shaky here. Brand new battery, but underneath I've got a piece of plexiglass here just to support it. There's daylight through there. I'd say that you could toss a softball right through it. I put a new coil on it because I had one. But we're gonna deal with the fuel before I continue on cranking it. Down in there. Not too bad. I love America, but those curtains have got to go. These seals have popped back. This looks rough. I don't even want to try to open that. This last piece here, please don't call that number. It's a toll-free number. This car, or this bus, was in Texas for a while too. I found that out in the paperwork. I picked it up in southern Illinois, south of Chicago. For being a car that's in the snow sometimes, it's not too bad. Oh man, don't you wish they were all original color? green on the bottom, cream on the top. This sill seems pretty solid. Let that mat open. It's better than the passenger side. Door panels were all there. Everything was here, but I've been tearing it up, just trying to get stuff working. It's my dog Luella. She always tries to help, but doesn't. Heater control knob's broken. It's getting worse the more I touch it. Got this seat out of the way, but I can't get it out yet because the door's jammed. This seat bent backwards because I've been leaning over this engine here. Show you the spare tire well. A lot of rust in there, big old flakes of rust. But not bad. This, however, is bad. Let me show you this. I've sprayed some oil in here just to see if that latch will work. The catch is out right now, but just short of getting up here, laying on my back and kicking the panel out to see if that latch will free up. But then if I open it and it doesn't shut again, I'm in trouble. So it's good for now. My priority is to get this thing running. If it runs, then I'll tinker more. And then again, I'd rather drive it around and stuff not work than not drive it around and everything be perfect. I first suspected that the door latch was bad or out of adjustment, but it's not pivoting on this back part. I already mentioned that, but I thought I'd show you that. Here's the air conditioner unit. I have no idea how that works, but I'm sure I'll figure it out if I can get some R12. It's about $100 a pound now. Knobs are all there. Everything's in pretty good shape. There's an overall of it. And I'll be updating pieces as I do it. And stay tuned for an update. Thanks for watching.